Episode of Dancing with the Stars, it should have been sponsored by Kleenex. That's right, because the theme was most memorable year, and the stars really went all out with these emotional performances. If you don't believe me, take a look at the opening entrance.
Derek Fisher and Sharna.
Drew Scott and Emma.
Frankie Muniz and Whitney.
Jordan Fisher and Lindsay.
Lindsey Sterling and Mark.
All right, so we got Alex, we got Felicia. They joined me here, lucky enough to join me for this segment. And let's chop it up. And you guys are former dancers, so I'll lean on you guys. Although I'm one hell of a dancer. Let's just put that out there right now.
I'll be the judge of that.
Before we
we'll
get
see.
in a second. All right, let's chop it up about who we thought did best last week. I'm going to start with Terrell Owens and Cheryl. I thought they were really good because, look, I got to represent for the tall guys, the former athletes, because he still looks like he's in playing shape. Terrell Owens right there. He's got the snazzy dress on. He's rocking green, his members-only jacket. But he's putting on for tall guys because here's the thing about dancing when you're tall. Not everybody's your height. She's not close to Terrell Owens' height, but yet he's playing in stride. He's in rhythm, and this dance was perfected from start to finish. It was also very emotional as it was in remembrance of his grandmother, who was his best friend, who was his mother, who was his confidant.
He looks good.
And to the track of Whitney Houston, I think that's a win.
He's charismatic. He's charismatic. Okay, so here's my pick. Lindsay and Mark, they've been doing so good. And last night, they just floated across the screen. Like, just look at how I feel like she's just on clouds. And look, it's clouds in the background. Funny I say that. But and she actually talked about her relationship with her father last night. And so I just felt like, I love when they give us the backstory for one, but I also feel like it's such a good escape, right? From just life, you know, to be able to talk about dancing. Like, that's not politics or anything. You don't have to overthink. You just like it or you don't.
Totally. She was such a good dancer. I really appreciate that when there's someone who goes on and they have good technique as a fellow dancer.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, she pointed her toe. But yeah, but in general, gosh, there were so many tear jerkers last night. I was like, I didn't expect to cry during Dancing with the Stars.
That's all it was. And you liked, your favorite was Nick Lachey, correct?
Nick Lachey, I'm going to kind of go for the underdog. I'm going to say that I don't think that he had the best technique, but I loved his story. And I know Nick and Vanessa, and they have a beautiful love story. Love that he dedicated his dance to her. And you could tell that it was really emotional for him. And I think that helped him. He did so much better. I love seeing improvement. That's a big thing in the competition world. And he brought so much emotion. And then their moment where they connected at the end when he was getting his score was really beautiful.
Yeah, I like that it's kind of a modern type dance. Like, it's not the typical waltz or foxtrot or anything. It was like just modern.
Yeah, all right. So, and Danielle was not here, obviously, today. She's out on assignment, but she's never too far from our hearts. So we got to give love to her pick, Jordan Fisher. She's steadily been on Jordan, who I feel like is at an advantage because he's a theater guy.
I know, he was so good.
And his story was really heartbreaking. Talk about pull out the Kleenex. I mean, talked about his adoption. His mother dealt with substance abuse, so moved in with his grandparents who took him in and became his de facto parents. So yet another tearjerker, Alex.
I know, and his dancing was so good. I thought I was watching So You Think You Can Dance for a second, because I was like, wait a second, these are both professional dancers here.
Yes. Oh, I just like that they share their stories too, because even though like they're celebrities and these are some pretty big names on this show, just kind of brings it home for you.
So there were some serious tears, but then there were some also tears because we had to say goodbye to somebody yesterday. Derek Fisher got the axe. A former athlete. I thought he was built to win this thing. I was pretty surprised. Alex, were you surprised?
I thought he was a little awkward, to be honest. I liked his story.
Over
I liked
Nick Lachey?
him, but
I like that shirt. I want to get that shirt.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't like that shirt.
Are you sure?
too awkward.
You don't like that shirt. No.
A little awkward, and you'll have that because I mean, people forget they're celebrities, but they're not dancers. So I think to take that risk is huge.
It's a different skill set, that's for sure.